So now we're gonna go to the last section. So we're gonna remember this trims control H multiply. We need to move it to just the next. If I click on the here with my control, it will take me right to the end. So we want to move it to just before the table and pivot table. So click on your control and then the left arrow, and then I'm gonna right click on the trim control. So we want to move this sheet to the end. So click on move sheet, and then we're going to go to place it before the table, pivot table. There we are. Now we're good. So we're going to do the last thing in this section. So I'm going to just say, okay, here we are. So can you see this section here? We've got commas in our numbers. So in Excel, if a number's got a comma, it won't be read as a number unless your machine is set to have a separator, 1000 separator as a comma. So by default, it won't. So it will be, we need to replace it with nothing. So you select that range with the commas, and then Control H, remember that called find and replace. And then now on find what, we're gonna put our comma. So you need to delete everything that's there. And then the bottom one, we're gonna delete everything. So we wanna replace the comma with nothing. So, and then just click, let's go in sheet. So we must do it also within the sheet, and then click replace. There we go. So now that we fixed this portion, now let's go right to the end. So there is something here. We're just gonna delete. You can just delete everything for you. Then I'll explain. So if we look at this, let's go here in column E. Can you see the product name here? If you click on it, if you look with your eyes, you think it's ending at the 360, at the 0, that's where it ends. But if you click on the formula bar, you can see there is some characters here after the 0. So if we can count how many are there, so click on it and then go with your right arrow. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 characters that are not visible to the eye. So how do you kill this space? So this happens like when you extract data from a CSV file or from a bank file. Normally it comes with spaces. So you need to kill the spaces so that you can use formulas on it. So how do you do it? We use the trim function. So the first thing you need to do is to copy the product name, and then I'm going to just put it here under the product name so that it's exactly the same. And then here, I'm going to say new product name. So the one that we're going to trim. So in here, then I'm going to say equals to trim to get rid of the spaces, and then point it here. Can you see here we've got our name, and then we double click to get to the bottom of it. And then what I'm going to do, then I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it as values. So which is this 1, 2, 3 to make it as values. And then I'm going to copy the same, or maybe let's do it after we're done. And then the next thing that we want to do, we want to create new product codes. Because you're doing maybe this for somebody who asks you to do, but they don't have a software. So how do you do a product code? So product code, either you can use, what I do, I use either the left 4 characters of the name and then a number 100. So let's go. How do you do it? So when I say equals to left of this product name, 4, give me 4 characters, and then upend with a number 100. Close my double inverted commas. Okay, and then we enter. So that's it. So that's how you get it. And then I'm going to double click. Can you see it's got Dell 100, ESA 100, etc. So now we've got our name and this. So what do I need to do now? So I need to copy this column here, and then I'm going to replace my old product name here. I'm just going to paste. Yes. And then The product code, remember, it's an old one, but now we've got new ones. So I'm going to do VLOOKUP to bring that other stuff, the product code from the table that we just created now. So I'm going to say equals to VLOOKUP, and then we're going to point it to here. We'll look up this product. We come here, and then in the new product, from the new product, click on the S, and then with your shift, go to the right. So it's just product, it's column 2. So F4 to fix it, and then we select 2 to get the new product code, and then exact match. Double click on the left click on the exact match and close. And then we're gonna go down, copy it down by double clicking at the bottom. And then now we're sorted with this. Now let's do our total sales. We need to, almost done. So with total sales, we want to get what is our total sales. So total sales is normally quantity times sales. And then purchases, cost of sales is going to be quantity times purchase price. Gross profit is going to be sales minus your cost of sales. And then GP percentage is going to be gross profit divided by your sales. So can you see it's saying 0.25, but we want it to be in proper percentage sign. So just click on the number, just a percentage over the number. That's it. And then now we can double click to copy it right to the bottom. So we are sorted. And then let's go to year. So remember, we did our unique dates here. So we want to bring the years here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one thing, just one column. We just go Control Home on here, and then I'm just going to add a row. You must add a row on just on one. So sit on number 1 and right click and click Insert. So we're going to tell it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see my year is 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to copy these 3, and then we're going to put them in here. 2, 3, and 4. So what I'm going to introduce here, there's a concept of absolute. Remember, absolute, when you make a formula absolute, it either locks the cell, or you can lock it so that it goes horizontally, or you can lock it also that it goes, the formula can go vertically. So that's what we're going to do in this section. So here, we're going to use the same VLOOKUP. So now we want to look up the date. Say if you find the date in this unique, so give me, if it's year, give me column 2. If it's period, give me column 3. If it's date, give me column 4. So we go back here. So we're gonna let's write it equal to VLOOKUP. So this date, and then I go to my unique dates. So I'm gonna say if I highlight this from A to D, and then F4 to lock it, and then I'm gonna say comma my year I not 2, comma 0. 0 is the same exactly like false. So there is my 2023. But the challenge, like if I copy this, can you see here I've not made it absolute. This one is not absolute. So if I copy this, can you see it gives me an error. Why? Because if I F2, can you see it's no longer referencing the date. It's now referencing the customer code. So we need to lock the A4 so that it's absolute. But this one, we need to lock it so that it can go down, because you can see we've got values, our dates are going down. So how do you do it? So if you click, sit on the A4, if you click A4, F4 once, so this one, it means even if you copy it down, it will remain locked at that cell A4. But if you click next the second time F4, this one, it means if the dollar sign is in the middle, that means your formula is fixed to go horizontally, up, left to the right. But if you click it again, the third time, the dollar sign is on the left. It means now it can move downwards, not horizontally, but down. And so that's why we want this first one, our referencing here, so that it can move when we copy a formula, it will go down, up and down. And then now let's click on the number 2. Just after the number 2, let's click on after number 2 and delete the 2. And let's point it to the 2 here on cell M1. And then click your F4 once. So remember, we said F4, if you click F4 once, it will lock it. Even if I go to the right, it will still reference the M2. So now click F4 again. Now the dollar sign is between M and 1. That means we have locked it so that it will go horizontally, left or right, whichever direction we're going to copy. Now let's enter. And then now you can either copy this, Control C, and then with your shift, highlight the N and O, and then enter. Can you see now it's sharp? Now select the 2023 to the 01 and then double click to go to the bottom. Oh, we got a problem here. Why? Because we got 2024 data. It's just January. But remember, in our unit date, we only ended on 31 December 2023. So how do you fix it? So just select the last 4 cells and then just drag it to whatever date, maybe just past 31 December. And then if you go back to your trim, it's resolved. So we all got all our dates here and our period and our year. So we're done.